started this process. Hold on. Is this going to be a pop? Oh, hi. Oh, hello. So, okay, every week I partake in Thirsty Thursday. This is going to, I'm so afraid.
You're fine.
It's just going to scare me. Is it not going to, oh, that was anticlimactic. Okay. I thought that was going to be like major. It was like the greatest wordplay ever, and then, happens. So every week I do a Thirsty Thursday, y'all. A live hangout on the internet where I sit, sip some alcohol, and chat with y'all. So today I'm drinking champagne. No, I'm just kidding. Champagne pop. It's Pommery. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's good. Mm-hmm. Did you hear it? Well, ASMR for y'all. Okay. You might have seen the announcement about my residency. I've been getting asked a lot of questions. It's called Invincible. If you haven't seen about it yet, it starts April 1st. That's not an April Fool's joke. It really does start April 1st. Although I'm very much looking forward to those jokes that day and all the pranks. But anyway, there's a quick reminder they wanted me to tell y'all. Fans on the West Coast have only 5 more hours to buy tickets with the pre-sale code Invincible. And people on the East Coast only have 2 hours left. So have a drink while getting y'all tickets. Or don't. I'm going to go there either way. But, okay. So, Chrissy, you're going to ask me some questions?
I am.
Okay.
Okay, so these are going to be Las Vegas
Look,
themed.
it matches. We didn't even plan this. It's blue. You can't really tell from there, but it's the same dress.
This is honestly the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Why
am I kidding you? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so how will your Vegas residency be different than your other shows?
Oh, well, the coolest thing about the Vegas residency is I've always wanted to do so many things on tour. I don't want to say them all because we're doing them for the Vegas residency, but I've wanted to do so many things that you can't really travel with. It's like hard to it's costly and it's just time consuming. It's just a lot to travel with all the things that I've always wanted on stage with me. So it's when you're based in one place, you have a lot more freedom and you're, not limited. So the show's going to be the biggest and best show I've ever done, honestly. And I mean, it should be. It's Vegas. You kind of be a letdown if it wasn't. So
what's up? Yeah. Can you give us hints on your set list?
Hints on my set list. I'm definitely going to hit all the ones everybody wants me to hit. I know the ones that I've been touring for 17 years, so don't worry. There's going to be Breakaway and Since You've Been Gone, although it's Stronger because of you. All those are going to be in there. But at some point in your career, you do build up a catalog of songs. So we're trying to get everyone and make everyone happy and also do some stuff that maybe, album tracks that people really, really love that want to hear, but we don't usually play a lot. So we're doing something where we're going to give. It's hard nowadays, like when you do shows, because everything ends up online. So your set list is given away the first night. So I've always done this thing that now we do on the Kelly Clarkson Show. We do a fan request thing and somebody from the audience picks it and we do that on tour. And we're going to continue to do that and go live. But we're also incorporating another idea that I don't want to give it away, but it's also I get signs for like all these songs that are more or less album tracks, but were popular like with the fans. So we're going to get to y'all at some point during all the shows that I'm doing in Vegas. It's a sneak, right? Kind of not. I kind of just told it. Right? Yeah. Trisha's like, fail. You failed. Whatever. It's going to be a blast. There's a bar.
Are there any covers that you haven't done yet that you really want to do?
Yes, there are. I mean, it's actually very funny because when I signed on to do the Kelly Clarkson Show, I was excited because I knew the fans would, they always like to be incorporated like in the shows. It's kind of cool now because, like I said, everything's online right off the bat. Nothing's really fresh for each audience. So I'd always try and keep it fresh. And so we started incorporating the covers on the Kelly Clarkson Show. And then I started going, oh, God, I cover a lot of songs in my life, like over the past 17 years. So there's a bit we're repeating there. And then not on tour, though. We're doing some new ones that you've never heard. And I think they're coming together. It's coming together to kind of be a theme. But anyway, I'm excited. And we're kind of, getting with the fans beforehand and doing something a little different with the fan request this tour, this residency. So, but it'll be good. We're trying to make it the best it's been. So, and if you don't like it, whatever. Google another tour.
Are there any guests that you can tell us about? Are you going to have any appearances?
I've actually had quite a few people tell me, man, when you do residency, I'd love to come and see you. And then I'm like, well, okay. So I'm all for that. I think that's awesome. It usually just comes down to scheduling. I know that sounds like a like an LA thing to say, or like an industry thing to say, but it really is. Like, we're also busy. So as long as schedules work out and permit people to come, like I love that. I think it's fun, especially in the live portion of the show, because it's cool and kind of different.
Okay, between this job, The Voice, and this new residency and making an album
and being a mom,
how will you nap? When are you gonna nap?
I nap well. Here's the thing. I married well because one, I have the greatest nanny in the world who helps me out, and my children love her. Like, they love me. It's amazing. And she's really helpful. Like, and she kind of watches out for me and looks out for me. Like, if I'm looking like I'm, haggard and like, oh, you need a minute to yourself, and she'll help me out. And so does my husband. My husband's really good. If I call him and I'm like, you need to get your children. Like, mama needs a minute. Like, he's really good about that. It's also helpful because he's my manager. So, he also wants his artists to be happy. So it's a win-win for me. It's like, but my kids they're really fun. They're, like every other kid, they're lovely, and then they're not sometimes. And they have nap time, and so does mommy sometimes. I don't know when I'll nap. I love airplanes. I used to hate airplanes. I used to be terrified of them. Now it's like freedom. It's like you put your mask on.
Do you have like a little pod?
And you just go out. You listen. No, I listen to classical music. It's my only time to read, honestly. I like to say that I don't sleep on a plane because usually my kids are there. But it is my time to get to read. I'm like, you watch your iPad. This is mommy's time because we're on an airplane, can't do anything else. Not like you can frolic outside. So no, it's my time to read, and I like listening to classical music when I read. I don't know why. Words are distracting.
I get that.
Yeah.
So speaking of recording a new album, or is there any details that you can drop that haven't already been out there?
I don't know what I can say here, Chrissy.
Tell us.
I'm definitely working on something, and you're definitely going to hear it soonish.
That doesn't help at all.
I know, but soonish is real soon. So we're working on something. We want to do obviously something special, like. I didn't want people to think I was quitting music. I'm not. I love music. And I know it appears, I heard somebody just did something somewhere and put my schedule up. I don't know, who was it? Entertainment Tonight. Somebody that I heard that they put my schedule up, and they were like, how is she doing it all? And I was like, with a really good team.
Oh, wow.
But no, it is quite busy, but we still wanted to, I didn't want people to think, like my fans to think just because I was doing the talk show that I wasn't going to be singing or doing it. Because I love singing. It's not a job for me. It's a passion. So we're definitely, recording, and we're definitely going to have new music soon. And it's really good. I mean, I think so.
Okay. One more question, and then we're going to.
That sounds vain. Whatever.
You're
I didn't write this.
Your job. You're great. Okay. We found out that your episode of the morning show, we're doing a special appearance, is coming out tomorrow. Oh, we need to know, drama. Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, what's it like?
Oh my gosh.
What are they like?
First of all, I am a giant tool. You know what I'm about to say. My sister was there, and I got goofy, y'all. I don't know what, like with Reese, I mean, she's a Southern girl from Tennessee. Like, I was a little more at home with her, like, just because I was like, well, and I just grew up watching Friends religiously Thursday nights. Like, we literally, that was the one show that all of our friends would get together. So I literally said, I was trying to say, because I was so nervous. I hate acting. And literally the only reason why I said yes is because they told me who was in it. And I was like, you know what? I'll risk looking like a fool for that moment. So I don't care. And I'm playing myself. So that's not hard. So anyway, so we were, doing the scene or whatever, and I got really nervous. And then I was like, I'm fine. I'm breezy. And I always make this Monica joke from Friends. She's like, I'm breezy. She left the voicemail for Tom Selleck. Anyway, it's a great episode. And anyway, so I said it, and then I was like, oh God, did she hear it? Like, she probably thinks I'm a stalker. I just went weird. I know. I got weird. She was so lovely. Jennifer Aniston and Reese, they were so lovely. So nice. Everybody, the cast was really nice, and the crew, and they're really nice to me because I don't like doing stuff like that. Literally the only reason why I say yes is just because I'm like, this is a really cool experience, and I should just like buck up and do it. Yeah.
Good choice, because everyone's stoked about it.
And it's not like real acting. I was playing Kelly Clarkson, so.
That's amazing. All right, time to say goodbye.
Acting.
Okay, we gotta go. Bye.
Just a completely different person. I'm getting kicked out.
Okay,
the bar is closing.
Just say this one last thing for the people.
Okay, for the people. For the people.
This one little last
Okay,
thing.
before I leave, don't forget that the pre-sale code Invincible expires soon. And tomorrow I have an even more special announcement about my Vegas residency, so be sure to check it out. I'm slurring. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me just say hey to somebody. Kelly's, hey, bye from Nebraska. Oh, bye, Nebraska. All right. Please sing Titanium. That's a beast. All right. Challenge accepted. Bye.
End it.
Am I still on?